All right, man, here we go. We're going to talk about Neo today because price looked like it's stuck right there slightly above $4. Will the stock rebound or will it continue breaking down? Because that's the current trend in the market for Neo. Now, you can't say that you're surprised to see the market ever so slightly take its slow and methodical trend down, because we talked about that numerous times here on this channel. Will it continue? Let's see, because our current idea is that Neo is going to continue to trend down, right? That's our current prediction. You guys can see it. And given since our last updated Neo, I think the market was trading up here around like $4.83, $5 or so. We have now seen price break this pocket of buying, which is a negative if you're a buyer. If you're looking for price in Neo to go up, you wanted to see price hold this pocket of buying. You will want to see that. Well, now we are trading below that pocket, which tells us that those sellers are still selling their positions in Neo. I know it would have been great for us to see price in Neo hold this pocket of buying and then finally break out. That would have been great. Boom. But that didn't happen. So, are we looking for a rebound or a breakdown? It looks like the price is on a continual breakdown. So we could get rid of this pocket of buying. Next thing we're going to add to this chart is that since we know price is being controlled by the sellers, then they must have laid another pocket, and it's right there. This is the pocket of selling that we're going to add to Neo. So even if we do see the market go up in Neo, we would expect to see a sell-off in that pocket, or at least price get rejected. Price can't go no further. We would expect those sellers to re-engage the buyers and try to push the price back down. Now, we've already established the next pocket of buying, which is why we have our ultimate TP price right in this area. Okay. Just like price in Neo was trying to hold and trade above $4.25 back in November and December, it did the same thing on this pocket of buying back in August of last year. Okay. So we would expect to see that occur again in Neo. Now, let's take a look at the market in Neo on a different time frame. Let's take a look at Neo on the 2. Okay. Now, I don't think the market here in Neo is extremely bearish or extremely weak. It doesn't look like that. Like I said, this has been an extreme long term. It's been a long time since we've had this price prediction on our chart. Like, we plotted this on our chart in November. Here it is mid-January, and the market still hasn't fulfilled even our stop loss up there at the top or our TP at the bottom. So the market has been very slow. Neo on the 3. This here tells me off of this 3-day price bar, we didn't get that big of a reaction. So to me, it looks like buyers are trying to come in right there on those 2 3-day price bar. That would look like. So if I'm going to see that, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to come in and take some off the table, right? So that'd be 9.17%. All because we can see that someone is thinking Neo is a buy right there around $4. And if they continually buy, then the price won't go no lower. So just by us seeing this on the 3, we need to say, all right, cool, I might need to take some off the table right now. Here it is on the 4. What do you think? Look at this 4-day bar there. Would you be bullish, bearish? Neo on the 5. Now, looking at Neo on the 5, these 2 5-day bars is telling me that we might have more room for price to go down. Those 2 5-day bars right there is telling me that the market may not be finished with trending down. Just look how weak those are. And then you can add this 5-day bar with it to tell you that, man, somebody's really selling NEO. All right, so we got that. Let's look at NEO on the weekly. Look at last week. Okay. Then look at this week. The market's not telling us any stories. It's revealing the truth. Now, let me give you this though. Okay, back to what I was saying earlier when we was looking at the price action in NEO on the 3. It looks like someone is buying the stock. That's what it looks like. Because off of this weekly price bar, this is the current recent weekly price bar now being created, right? We have 8 hours and 48 minutes left. Why is that spread of that bar so small? Look at last week's spread. And then you compare it to what we have right now. Why is it so small? What can create a small spread? Something is stopping the market from pushing price lower. The only thing that can stop it is people buying. So we might see price lift in NEO. But it might be a short lift. But someone looks like they're trying to accumulate this stock in NEO. I don't know who. But they're showing us their hand. Because the volume, even at the bottom of that chart, is almost about the same as what it was the prior week. But the spread is still small. Someone is buying the stock. Okay? So I'm just going to tell you that now. Here's NEO on the 2 weeks. What do you think? 8 hours, 47 minutes left. I'm still leaning more towards price going lower in NEO, even though I can see on the 330, even on multiple time frames, that look like buyers are trying to come through. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything, but again, it's not a bad idea to skim some off this chart, off the prediction, seeing that, okay, we are seeing some slight signs of some accumulation, some buying going on. But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to continue to leave it alone, but we are going to keep watch of looking at NEO and seeing whether or not it can support $4. And if so, cool. We'll see price lift and go higher. But it might just hit that pocket of selling right there and continue its trend down. All right, so that's all I got. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.